Today's video is going to be an initial testing video and possibly a repair video for a NuTone IM2003. This IM2003 was sent to me by Dr. Neva. She moved into the home where this is installed in 2012. The system has never worked since she's lived there. So I have it set up here on the bench. I just have power and an antenna connected to it. What I find when I turn it on is we do get the red LED indicator light that the power has been turned on. There was a little pop out of the speaker, but I don't get any sound. I have the master speaker volume set at maximum. I also have the volume, all speakers set at maximum. When it's on either FM or AM, there's no radio reception whatsoever. I've also connected a audio input line into the auxiliary connector on the back. So let's move it to auxiliary. As a quick and easy music source, I'm just going to use my phone, play a selection. Even though you won't be able to hear it, very, very faintly in the background, I can hear the song playing. So it shows some signs of life, but it certainly isn't working correctly. Let's turn it around and take a look. So here's the back of an IM2003. It's a very simple design. You have a 5-inch speaker cone mounted behind the grill. You have a very simple terminal board where the wiring from your remote speakers are connected. An AM/FM tuner assembly. This is your audio input selector. Auxiliary input jack is right here, and then you have a single main board, which is power supply, amplifier, and intercom control. A little bit of audio circuitry in here also. Not a lot to these. Let's take a look and see maybe why, if we can figure out before we take it all apart, why this set doesn't play. So after a brief inspection, I think I found the source of the problem. If you look in this portion of the main board, you can see hopefully the telltale signs of water damage. You can see the residue from where the water puddled up on the board, and you have the typical green and white corrosion that builds up on the components from the water. You actually have a little rust down here between the two diodes, and this board obviously has gotten wet. So let's flip it over and see what it looks like. So I've removed the plastic protective sheet that covers the bottom of the main circuit board, and you can see on the same end as the damage that we saw on the top, a fairly substantial amount of damage on this section of the board. You have a lot of corrosion buildup from it being wet. It's actually gotten down into this area. These are the pins from the amplifier IC, plus a lot of other corrosion between the components. The problem with this kind of damage is the corrosion is conductive, which means it causes short circuits on the board. If it's left for a long period of time, it will eat away the leads of the components, and it can actually, if it gets under the solder mask into the copper on the board, it can actually eat away the copper traces. So this will be a more extensive repair than average. It'll require probably this area of the board to be completely disassembled so it can be clean, and I can evaluate it and see if it's salvageable or not. If it's not salvageable, then the only option would be a replacement board from another set. I'm also going to take a look at the tuner and see if the tuner board has gotten wet at all or not. Alright, some time has passed. I disassembled this IM2003 to check it over thoroughly, and I found a lot of damage on the main circuit board from the water. Corrosion had eaten away at some of the components. A few of the important things that were damaged. The on-off switch is missing a leg. It had been eaten away. While I had it apart, these are all the parts that were replaced. And this is just enough at this point to make it play. So at this point it functions correctly. Now I'm going to finish the rebuild and then we'll do final testing once it's all done. More time has passed since the last segment of this video where I showed a successfully partially repaired IM2003 master station. Since that time, I've gone through and rebuilt all of the circuit boards, both of them, on the set, cleaned the faceplate, cleaned the knobs, reassembled it all, and I've tested it and it does work correctly. Let's go ahead and power it on.
46%.
And we have good AM reception.
21%. So
we have good FM reception. We have plenty of volume. And the auxiliary input works. That's connected to my smartphone. So this was a very successful repair. If you'd like to see how this unit was repaired in greater detail, please go to our website. I'm going to post some high-resolution photos, a description of what was done and how I worked through the problems that this set had due to the water damage. If you found this video to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube. If you think it would be helpful to other people that have IM2003s, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribing to our YouTube channel will raise our search rankings on YouTube, which means our videos are easier for other people to find. If you have ideas or suggestions for videos about NuTone intercom systems, please leave them in the comments. I will respond to all the comments. And if your video suggestion is something that would be helpful to you and other people, I'll make a video for you. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.